Hello guys, we're here at India Bridal Fashion Week. That's BMW India Bridal Fashion Week 2015, and I'm here with Ashima Leena. And Ashima Leena's just done a fashion show, which I hear is inspired by South Indian fabrics and culture and all things glamorous. Because your collection is quite beautiful. The woven silks I noticed were beautiful, and your embroideries are so intricate and so beautiful. What would you like to tell us first about your collection?
I think the collection was named Dakshina. Dakshina is a offering. So this was an offering to India Bridal Week, and Dakshin is South. So the whole collection was about South India. But it was just not picking up Kanjivaram saris or just the weaves. There was much more which went behind it. I would say that there was like even the jewelry from South India, if you see the motifs, we had developed our hand embroidery material, which I'm glad you noticed, which was actually developed. The material of the hand embroidery was developed from the motifs of South Indian jewelry. So that was the whole high point of the collection. So this was all like putting up everything together to project South India not as a South India, but to modernize it.
So you're modernizing South India. You're using the motifs. How are we going to expect to see them modernized?
You saw beautiful drapes under the sari. There were the beautiful cowl pants which were worn with the sari. You also saw the beautiful tasseled palla of my last model. I think that was Lakshmi Rana. And that one palla took us 6 months to make, because every bead was specially first created by us. How created by us? From a tin, from the sheet of the tin, you just make those small little beads. So everything, even the material, was created by us.
So when something takes 6 months, guys, are you listening to this? 6 months it takes to create some of this stuff. I mean, how much does that cost?
Well, I would say the
Buy.
cost was very high. I would also say not only to buy, because I would say these were more like our collection as a capsule collection, but we will be now working on the wedding orders, so they will be multiplied. But still, AL is known as a premium brand, making one piece of each kind, but we'll be twisting. But at least the technique came in our hand, which we showcase today. Also, you saw that because the show was not all about a 50, 60 garments and a big.
Yes, it was only 18 garments, which is
Yes.
very hard to show your whole collection.
It was more like a capsule showing. It was more like to make a statement with a limited edition. So each outfit we wanted to showcase as a limited edition from AL. That was the whole thing. And the weaves were all specially done. Every tassel, if you saw, the tassel was also the high point, was done really. And the research work went more than about 9 months to create these 18 garments.
I think a lot of people out there will, take a look at this and try and start to understand how much fashion designers are actually doing and how we're bringing India back in a big fashionable way, in a modernized way. We're doing that Indian, modern yet traditional bride.
I'll tell you why. Because what has happened is that I'm sure you see everything is coming back. Now, Kanjivaram saris, which people had forgotten from South India, are now a big rage with our clients. So we also have to see the market. So definitely, like you rightly said, the traditional stuff is coming back. A lot of traditional jewelry is coming back. If you see even the decor in the interiors, people want their houses like Havelis. They don't want a modern architecture. Their houses will be more like villas now. So I think people are getting back to the traditional thought process once again.
So when we look at weddings, for instance, we're here in Delhi, and wedding season here is probably the biggest across the whole country. Do you think North Indians are going to really appreciate the South Indian materials and motifs that you're going for?
I think artisans, AL has always believed in one thing, which we call it as a pure fashion. We call it a original fashion. We don't believe in just picking up something and then doing your own thing. You do your own thing, but it has to be done in a very authentic way. Like I just can't pick up anything, any motif from South Indian jewelry and just play around with it. I have to make sure it's done authentically. For that, of course, we had to create the embroidery material. We had to create the weaves just to make sure that it's a pure fashion.
Sure, absolutely. And creating weaves and creating fabrics is a wonderful thing. But I'm just wondering whether the audience in North India are going to appreciate the South Indian fashion statement.
Yes, that was your question. Yes, definitely they are. I think it was very refreshing because being in the fashion industry now for 25 years and doing so many couture shows and bridal shows, I think it was a lot of freshness to the collection.
Yes,
So
and you're the
people
first
do
person that
appreciate
actually has, you're the first person that's brought some kind of dance or some kind of I would say, entertainment with the fashion show. How did that come about?
You know what? Reddys are very good friends. You know, Kaushalya Reddy, Raja Reddy, Radha Reddy are very good friends. I thought the best thing to set the mood for the South Indian collection would be to get their daughters dance for me. So today you saw Bhavna Reddy was there. Then they had another disciple, Angel was there. Then they had Yamini Reddy who had flown from Hyderabad to perform
Wow,
today.
that's amazing.
And I think to set the mood, it was very important to go in the direction and offer something. That's why the show was called Dakshina. It's an offering. So how could it be complete without a dance?
Absolutely, and I think looking at your collection, it does stand alone for sure. I mean, we do have that north and south divide going on, but I think you're bridging that gap beautifully. And thank you for being with us at
Thank you so
Google
much.
Hangout. And
Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best
Thank you very
for this
much.
wedding
Thank
season
you.
coming up. So go out there, go get yourself some AL because it's fabulous. It's a little bit different. If you like the South motif, just have a look online because I'm sure the image is already going to be flooding. So take care. Here we are. This is me, Andy from BMW India Bridal Fashion Week 2015. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.